All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Femi, and I decided to show up this morning, Monday morning, and I really want to hang out with my friends. Uh, my friends are people, young people, male and female, who would like to start career in tech. So I'm going to be here with you this morning in the next 20 minutes. I want to take your questions. If you have questions around tech, especially if you belong into the group of those who are thinking of how to get started in tech, probably you are still thinking of what you could do in tech and how to get started, or probably you have actually probably disqualified yourself, like maybe you don't even know much around tech, and so you believe that probably tech is not for you. I mean, so it is for such people I'm here this morning. So you can put in your questions. I'm just going to be taking questions, and I will share one or two things with you from my own personal experience, how I get started, how it was possible for me. So if you have questions, just punch it in. I will be glad to take your question this morning. All right. Okay. So please send in your question on tech. If you are a starter, you are or you want to start, and you need answers. You need answers. Just punch in your question. We'll be glad to take your question this morning. Yes, we are going straight to the point, Ahmed. We're going straight to the point, no wasting time. 10, 20 minutes, we are done. So I've been taking a lot of questions on private chats, on WhatsApp. So this morning I just want to straight up attend to your questions so that I can understand your pain points and we can solve it once and okay, you're welcome to Sourcin BPO Limited, Sourcin BPO LLC, whichever one is okay with you. This morning, I just want to share with you how to get started in tech, regardless of your educational background, academic background, your experience. Either you have always been in tech or you are someone that could be considered not relevant for tech. And I want to tell you, it's a good news. I want to share with you that tech is for everyone. Today, if you look around you, everything is becoming tech enabled, right? Talking from restaurants to transportation to you can mention any local kind of business. Today, everything is tech enabled. And so, whatever you are doing today or you've been doing before as a business or whatever that is giving you income, you can actually deploy them on tech. So I think Ahmed is pushing a question to me. Let me start with my question. I just want to start a new tech board. Seriously, there's a lot of opportunities in tech and all are profitable. Okay. Where is the starting point for anyone who wants to start in tech? Oh, okay. I mean, that's more like uh, the most common, very prominent questions I get all the time. For you to get started in tech, especially, I'm going to give you a scenario for someone who is probably doesn't have background in tech. Because when I say background in tech, for some of you, you believe that you need to have maybe ND, HND, or BSc or in computer science, programming, and all of that for you to be able to be effective in tech. But I would say that it is actually far from that. If I want to use myself as example for you, I have my first degree in history and strategic studies, right? I will tell you that starting my career, two things actually uh, play key disadvantage against me. The first is that going to university, my dream has always been to study law, right? I wanted to read law. So when I gained admission to Unilag, pursue admission at Unilag, my plan was actually to read law, and I ended up, uh, being admitted to History and Strategic Studies department, right? And that was like my dream was like dashed, right? And of course, I actually gained admission to university very late, at about maybe 27 years old then. So when I was graduating, I was already, around 30, right? So I remember in my final year, there was this opportunity of people who have, CGPA above 3.0 to sit for some, interview exams with banks and all of that. And there was also another condition around that. That's for you not to be beyond maybe 23 or 25 as at then. And so my CGPA was good, but I was already, uh, far too old for such opportunity, right? And so at my graduation, I was actually in a state of dilemma looking for how to be relevant after graduation, right? So for some of you listening, probably that might be your case, right? Maybe you study Yoruba in the university, you read linguistics, you read something way out of tech, right? Something that can be considered way out of tech. And so I remember after my graduation, then I had, there's something about life. They will say that you should wait for your opportunity. People normally say, wait for your opportunity. I want to tell you that there's nothing like waiting for opportunity. You are actually, you are responsible to create your own opportunity. And so what I did was to start researching after school. I mean, not even after school. Towards my graduation, I started researching. I got myself a laptop and I started, researching on how what are the skills, things I need to do to make myself employable after school. That was actually my curiosity. How do I make myself employable after graduate? Because I realized that, oh, if you read history, you need something more for you to be relevant out there. So my question then was, how do I make myself relevant? Then I discover first thing I discovered something around soft skills. In my research, because when you go online to search for maybe how to be employable and stuff like that, some of the things you're going to encounter is developing soft skills. So I began to research soft skills. Then I also came across ICT, information technology enabled services, right? ICT. So I discovered that for you to be employed, I'm talking about over 10 years ago now, you need to develop skills in IT, ICT, businesses, and all of that. And so I became more curious. And that was how my journey started. So I made YouTube my best friend, and I started jumping from one video to another, you know. And at some point, an opportunity came. I had opportunity to participate on a BPO training, which was actually funded by the World Bank. So you see, it made a whole lot of sense to me when that showed up, because I've actually prepared myself. I started, researching, looking for skills. What are the jobs I can do? What can you start, and all of that. And I discovered, soft skills, and I also discovered ITC, information technology enabled services. Then I began to understand things around, is it Microsoft Office tools, Word document, PowerPoint, Excel. Then I discovered Coursera.org, and I began to take free courses. So, that was how I got started. I was curious. I was kind of like, I was hungry. I wanted information, I wanted knowledge, I needed mentorship, I needed guidance. And I also, of course, at the same time, at the same period, I discovered LinkedIn. And of course, I started following every HR managers possible on the LinkedIn in my first year joining LinkedIn, right? So that was how I got started. And few times after then, because I've always wanted to be independent, I've always wanted to start something myself. So all the things I learned in the period of 2 years, and I said, you know what? I'm going to put together training courses on employability for fresh graduates. So you understand what happened just now? I converted my problem. I solved my problem for myself. Then I built that solution together in a document, into slides, into training materials, and I started organizing seminars on employability for fresh graduates. That was my first startup. Okay, so that was how I started solving what used to be my problem for other people, because I know that it's a common problem. Go to universities, you have people reading courses, sitting down 4 years for courses they never intended for their lives, right? So it's a very common problem. So I realized this is a problem. What I need to do is just to build that solution. I've done that solution for myself. I've solved that problem for myself. Then if I can solve it for myself, then I can solve it for million others. So that was how I got started in training. And after a while, I decided to also experiment around e-commerce. So I built a platform called Green Invest. It was an e-commerce platform where if you have something you sell, maybe like shoes, bags, and all of that, you can upload them and start selling, right? So I launched it like about 10 years ago. So that's greeninvest.ng. And in the process, I discovered that digital marketing is a team. I needed digital marketer, or I needed to develop skills in digital marketing for me to be able to solve my sales problem. And that was how I started venturing into digital marketing. So at the end of the day, I couldn't hire a digital marketer, so I had to develop skills in digital marketing. But in the long run, at the end of the day, that platform, I couldn't sustain it. So the business closed down. And then I launched, and I said to myself, I've spent 2 years learning digital marketing. I've been able to discover it works. I understand the tricks and all of that. I said, you know what? If I can't do digital marketing for my company, which has closed down, then I can offer the same services to startups and other companies, around me. And that was how I became a freelancer, focusing digital marketing. And that was how the journey started, right? And from there, I started taking courses, attending seminars and programs and all of that. So you see, it's been a very beautiful journey, and here we are today. So that was how I started in tech. So why I share my story with you is for you to understand that I think a couple of years ago, I was talking to a friend and he said that I thought you read computer science. I said, no, I read history. Okay, so tech is for everyone. Look around you today. Everything around you can be enhanced by tech. Everything around you can be made better by tech. And anything that can be made better by tech, you can develop tech skills, to achieve it, right? From software engineering to even digital marketing, virtual assistants and all of that, right? I have a question here. Okay, I'm a full stack software developer with skills in Ruby on Rails, React, JS, okay, and all of that. I have a strong passion for software development, which I keep demonstrating in my project. My question is, which platform is the best to start looking for junior developer roles? Well, the platform to start looking for developer role, the best platform is Sourcein Business Platform. I think you can see, I think if you look at the comment section, probably you will see a link around that. If you look at the comment, the information on this program, you're going to probably see the link to our website, www.sourcein.business. Our platform is the right place, is the best place where you can get started. Let me see if I can, okay, let me put this through for you. You can check on my screen, you're going to see the link. Sourcing Business offer you a platform as a young freelancer and help you to get started on a very good stand. And how do we achieve that? We have a platform where you can sell your gigs if you're an experienced freelancer. And we also have a process whereby we onboard freelancers for our private projects if we discover that you are very efficient and competent on your job, right? Then on a sourcing platform, if you sign up, you have an opportunity to partake in free mentorship. You have free mentorship courses, programs, on our platform where you can actually learn gradually free. And of course, we also have a premium program ongoing right now, which is tagged Train to Hire. So if you are a newbie in tech, like for you, a full stack developer, we have a platform. Let me share this. Okay, let me share this. So we have Train to Hire program platform where you can actually sign up, and we can be able to onboard you. And how do we onboard you on Train to Hire? We train you and we put you on job. It's that simple. Um, we train you, we make sure you are well equipped, and we are very sure of your capacity. Then we put you on our projects, or we connect you with any of our clients that might need your services. Like, for example, this year we are actually sourcing for 200 tech professionals in I'm going to be projecting in the various tech areas, skill area. Let me see if I can be able to actually bring that forward right now. Okay. If you are you know you if you come to us, for example, right now between now and December, we want to train you on data analysis and business intelligence. As I speak to you right now, we have a program, we have a cohort currently, undertaking their training. They started like I think 3 weeks ago. Data analysis and business intelligence, business analysis, project management, product design, agile software development, digital marketing, full stack software development, and data science and the machine learning, right? So for each of these programs, we have jobs ready for those who are going to be participating, of course. So we have that running. So if you are someone who, for example, like Damilari, if you are a full stack developer, you can register on a platform. We are going to somebody will speak with you to find out if you are good to go, and if you are not good to go, then we can recommend a Train to Hire program for you, so that you can be ready and good to go. It's a job ready program. Okay. It's not just a regular training whereby you come for training and after training you go out there looking for jobs. No, this one, if you participate on this program, we are putting you on our project, right? We have many of such currently running. Then I think, do I have any other question there? How long does it take to learn a tech skill? Okay, I think that's a good question. How long does it take to learn a tech skill? If you are registering for our Train to Hire program, the first 3 months is your learning period, right? First 3 months, your learning period. The second 3 months, you're going to be on paid internship with Sourcein, right? So, and of course, in the period of the first 3 months, you're going to be participating on project, real project. So you are not coming for a program where you just learn theories. And I've seen a lot of people who pay to learn digital marketing, and they later come back to me to learn digital marketing practical, right? Practical. So you can learn digital marketing, and at the end of the day, you can run effective ads. You can operate, you can manage SEO processes, you can deploy digital marketing strategies, you can even prepare strategy for organization. You can identify solutions, you can help organizations to be able to track audience and help them to manage their customers with sales funnels, building from leads, from cost from maybe audience to leads, from leads to customers, and all of that. These are different things entirely when it comes to digital marketing, right? You have to be able to have all of those skills. Okay, I think how much? Okay, the question: how much is data science and machine learning? All our program as projected on this screen cost 250,000 for that period of 3 months, and it's actually customized for people with work experience or people who are currently working, because our trainees are taken on Saturdays and Sundays. And let me say this: actually, your programs are managed with understanding between you and your instructors. So you guys can agree and say, okay, let's meet on Wednesday evening, let's meet on Saturday evening, let's meet in the morning, and all of that. So it's actually kind of flexible, because most of people who are subscribing for our program are actually people who want to travel abroad. So these are people who are already working in Nigeria and they are thinking of moving abroad. And they've understood that if you are going abroad and you want to make sure that you're going abroad is actually going to make a lot of sense, then you want to develop career in tech. That's very important. You see, tech skill is a level playground for everyone. If you go abroad and you don't have tech skills, you're just going to be, settling for any kind of jobs. But once you have tech skills, you are able to play on a flat ground, in a global space, right? So all the courses, yes, I think Nandi is asking me question. Yes, all the courses, each of the courses cost 250K, not all of the courses. You are going to take one of the courses, are displayed on the screen. So each of them cost 250K, and the program run just 12 weekends, 12 weeks, and the program run on Saturdays. It run on Saturdays. We have jobs, we have local jobs, we have international jobs, and one thing about tech, you don't experiment with gigs, with jobs when it comes to working as tech, on the international platform, right? You don't experiment. So we want to make sure that you are good to go before we put you on premium project, right? So we have to train you, we have to mentor you, we have to be very sure 100% before we can trust you with a client's job. And also, of course, after 3 months of that training, another 3 months, you're going to be learning on the job. You're going to be implementing in groups. You're going to be working with other teams, and continue to develop. That's why when somebody asks me how long does it take, to develop skills in tech or to develop career in tech, it is an ongoing thing. I've been 10 years in tech, and I'm still learning every day. Right now, we are now in the era of prompt engineering. Right, so everything now is not just about development, but about prompting. Right, so the content you used to write that you spend like 5 hours writing, now somebody can write it in 5 minutes, right? So if you used to be a content creator as a digital marketer, you used to write fantastic content and you used to spend 2 weeks to write content and all of that. Now some people are writing that content in 3 minutes, right? So that means that you continue to develop your skills, you continue to learn new programs, new skills, and all of that. Registration for data analysis and business intelligence. Okay, you can register on our platform. You can see the link on the screen. And I believe some of my team are on this video. They're going to be sharing links where you can actually click and just register. Okay. Okay, someone said I'm a software engineer and I want to improve myself in data science and machine learning. Yes, you can actually register for a machine learning program. Okay, someone said, let me see this. What you're saying is real. I've watched your body language since the beginning. I can see you're more interested in solving problems for whatever reason. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Okay, so okay, all right. Who else? This is an innovative idea to solve the problem of unemployment in Nigeria. Yes, 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 yes. If you've been following me before now, we launched an initiative which we are implementing till date, and that is to upskill 5 million freelancers in the next 5 years. The problem I'm working to solve today that has become my business today is that same problem I went through some years ago. So I'm actually not trying to just do something because I'm a businessman. I'm actually passionate about what I do because it is what I've faced. So what I've been doing every day right now in the last 10 years is trying to solve the problem for others, the problem I've been through for other people. Yes, and that's it has been the